We're gonna cut this out. Yes, we are. I'm not demented, okay? I don't think I am anyway. It literally does look like hands reaching out of hell, trying to get to a light. Sorry about the background noise. My dogs are watching Die Hard. The puppy's finally laid down for a nap. Oops. Sorry. Hi, welcome back to Terry's Empty Canvas. Okay, do you remember this? If not, I will post it up there. A link to the video where I drew this. We're gonna cut this out. Yes, we are. These are the best scissors I could find. Nail scissors. I'm gonna cut it out. So, the image you're seeing on the screen, I'm gonna put it up right now. This is actually canvas, but the image you're seeing on your screen is a digital image I did, just for thumbnail or purposes. But I want to actually put this on that. Okay, phew. Finished cutting that out. There's a few places that I want to touch up. Also, this is the background I'm going to be using. I might cut that piece at the end off a little bit more. This purple, which I liked, does not match. There's no purple on this canvas. It just like sticks out. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But I'm going to start with any parts that need to be touched up with markers. Like the black edges here, which I tried really hard to cut these out, but I had these little crappy scissors. So this is what I had. Yeah. See what I do next.
Do me a favor, tell me in the comments, would you pick orientation number 1 or orientation number 2? Which one do you like best? Let me know.
I'm going to start with filling in some of these white spots. This is their alcohol markers. You can see the edges of the paper, or at least I can see where it was cut out from. So I'm trying to like cover those up a little bit too. The puppy's finally laid down for a nap. Oops. Sorry.
So here we're still at 8 times speed. I'm just trying to drown out some of the purple using various shades of red.
This was a blind contour drawing that I had done. I had no intentions of doing anything with it other than just demonstrating how that's done. So I'm curious to see how this works out. Nope, don't want that one. Let me know if you can tell the difference. Now, I want this on here. This part's too long. I want it at the bottom, but I want those pieces going over the top, which they are not. This might be a patootiness to do with Mod Podge. And I'm probably gonna come back down here where this hand just stops at the edge and paint that little part going down after the fact. I'm gonna have to come back and polish and paint up these highlights and these nails, which aren't as bright as I wanted them to be. That's what we're doing. It's basically just a flip cup pour with leftover paints I had. So, I'm not demented, okay? I don't think I am anyway. It literally does look like hands, at least in my mind, reaching out of hell, trying to get to a light. And I was thinking some shimmer there would be cool, but I don't know, I'm gonna do this. I can always come back and Mod Podge that in if I decide I want to. I'm not a Mod Podger, by the way. When I was young, I used to play with it all the time. No idea how toxic it is. So, wear gloves, have a ventilated area because it's stinky, and make sure you're not smoking or putting your hands close to your mouth while you're doing this in any way. So, and also use an old brush that you don't care gets destroyed if it does, and have water nearby because as soon as you're done, it needs to go in there or it will be destroyed. Like, done. It's literally like glue, okay? So, no fixing that. I had more fun pouring this than I think I'm gonna have here. But you know what? Let's not be negative. This might turn out fabulous. I have no idea. See what happens. It's gotta be better than the digital image I did. Sorry about the background noise. My dogs are watching Die Hard. Okay, I'm just gonna go with it. Let's go with it. Just do it. Okie dokie. Change my mind. I'm using a bigger brush. Won't take as long. Maybe. There's no silicone in this canvas, or at least in the paint on this canvas, there's no silicone. I wasn't sure. I don't know how I got cells. Just happened. I guess using Floetrol. It's a shame most of them's going to be covered up. If you don't practice and you don't play, you don't learn. And then you never know what you're going to come up with. I do know. I am terrible at digital art. I am. Ugh. Never took that class in college. Should have, but let's be honest. As long ago as that was, it would probably be irrelevant now anyway. So, okay, let's do some over here. I have a silicone mat underneath, well, on top of my other silicone mat, because this stuff is a beast to get off your silicone mats. So at least this one I can just kind of tackle one-on-one versus trying to clean this big mat. Hopefully I don't spill. Oh, don't jinx yourself, Terry. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, I'm just putting a coat on the back. I'm literally gluing this on the canvas. Yeah. Oh, it smells so bad. Yes, it does. Oh, sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. I can't believe I played with this as a kid. And my parents weren't like, maybe she should do that outside or something. I don't know. Maybe that's what's wrong with me. I blame my parents. Okay? Everybody just blame your parents. See if I can do this without ripping it. Okay. Let's go on here. And I didn't even take into consideration that this might make some of the ink and these markers bleed. So far, okay. Well, that's what I have right now. We'll give this a minute to dry. Okay, make sure I have all my little edges pushed down. And come back over with another coat on top. Where's the lid of this thing? Oh my goodness, that smells so bad. Okay, I can't touch the buttons on my phone. So, I'm sorry. Hold on. I have like literally less than a minute before my husband calls. So I'm holding my phone. I'm going up and down and left and right because it is higher than the surface of the canvas. And I want it to like be there. I'm also doing the sides of the canvas because Mod Podge dries glossy. I'm gonna go wash my hands as soon as I'm done. But in all different directions to make sure I get all of the creases and crevices and everything covered. And this does, like I said, dry clear. But still stinky. And it's gonna look a little funky right now, but it's gonna dry nice and clear. So I'll bring you back to it once this dries. Okie doke, hey, welcome back. Hey, look, no worries. It scratches right off the marker. Yeah, okay. Here's what we got so far. Still feel I'm gonna do another coat of the Mod Podge. But first, I'm gonna add some highlights and see if I can paint this rest of this wrist or something that at least makes it look like it's not just on down this edge right here where the wrist stops. Yeah. Let me get out my paints and let's see what I do. Hopefully make this just a little bit better. Alrighty, we're gonna start with this. Is just some, these are just some tube acrylic paints. Let's just wait for some highlights in the nails. Just adding a little bit of water to this white. Thin it down just a tad. It's quite thick. Yes, that is a beer bottle cap. Hey, you know what? Don't judge. Reuse, reduce, reuse, and recycle, right? Yes. That's what we're doing here. Besides, it was handy. Okay. It's just a little bit of black. Try to get a little gray in here. Touch, 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 touch of blue. I'll let that dry. I'll touch it up some more here in a little bit. Okay, I am not digging that at all. Do not like it, and I had a better idea after the fact, so let's see if I can get it off. Yeah. Come on. I'm going to attempt, I'm trying to change the angle so you can see a little better. Because this is a poured canvas, I'm going to attempt to have the paint pouring off just right here. Let's start with this. I'm going to try this. This is Artist Loft Ready Mix Pouring Paint, level 1. That's what I have on hand. Oh, it's dripping. It's definitely dripping. I'm dripping. Oh, this is also Artist Loft Ready Mixed Pouring Paint. somebody let me know in the comments if you would have left it like this, or not done it like this at all, or left it the way I did it when I wiped off, or just left it alone and didn't do anything with it. Can't decide. Now you're dripping. Now you're dripping. All right. Oops. I like that better than me trying to paint it on like I did. Well, since I'm waiting on that to dry and occasionally dabbing the back edge of the canvas for droppies, I'm going to add a little bit of glitter up here. Yes, I'm using another beer bottle cap. I'm using Pouring Masters Gloss Pouring Medium. It dries clear. It's too wet for me to do Mod Podge, and I've got to wait anyway, so I can wait on this too. Just a little bitty bit. And I have these amazing chameleon powders. This is olive. Really hard to see the sparkle on camera. It's very pretty. And it should not cover up the glue or any of that. 1 second, let me put on a mask. You don't want to inhale this stuff. Now I'm gonna sound funky, but that's okay, because see how it's already going, it's like airborne, it's everywhere. So yeah, wear a mask. And I'm just gonna get a little paintbrush. I don't want a whole lot, just a little bit. That should be enough. Lid on. This stuff is not cheap. I've never used it before. Actually, it's my first time. So, mixing that in. It's sparkly. Yeah. You see how sparkly that is? No? Okay, well, maybe in the dry result you'll be able to see. We're gonna add some sparkle over here. If you're gonna reach for the light, why not reach for one that's sparkly? All right, cool. I'm gonna put this aside and let it dry. Hey, okay, so I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Yes, I saved what was left of the sparkly stuff. Hey, yes, that is a plastic wrapper to a cigarette box, okay? No judging. And a beer bottle cap. Seriously, no judging. Anyway, this whole thing is turned into a reuse, reduce, recycle program thing. I'm gonna let this dry. I'll show you the end result at the end. Be sure to keep following along, because next I'm going to I'm going to attempt my very first Dutch pour. Yes, that's coming up next. Okay, that's almost finished product. There's glitter here. Can you focus, camera? There, see the glitter? I added a little something, I think. And then it's my attempt of having the rest come down the edge. Yeah. Alright, I can live with it. Because I'm worried about the integrity of these pieces staying on, I'm gonna resin this piece. I've never resined before, so stay tuned to see me do that. I'm going on vacation. It's Memorial Day weekend, so not vacation. I'm going home for the weekend. So when I get back next week, we will play with that. I also have these little felt sheets. They're sticky backed, but I'm not gonna stick back them. I'm gonna glue it down. I cut it to fit the back, cover up the nasty edges. And I was gonna put it on, but I decided, I'm gonna wait until after I resin it, let it completely dry and cure, and then I'll fix this on. It's just a cheap felt background. I had to cut it from a 11 by 14 to fit this 8 by 10 canvas, but yeah, I think that looks much nicer than just that. Wouldn't you agree? I think so. I'll have to figure out somewhere else to sign.
because it'll cover that up, but that's okay. I'll come up with something. Okay. I will see y'all next week, and let's finish this up and play with some resin.